These are the best wingers in FIFA 22. Stick with me, beautiful people. What's happening? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is LaBelle. First off, it's free. Subscribe. Energy is here. Not gonna hold you up. Criteria, we're looking at left wingers today. Means their base position. Left forward, left wing, left mid. No icons, but we will include heroes. Only one iteration, and this is performance based. I'm not taking into consideration the price points, just the output. If you want me to do a cheaper and overpowered version like this video, I'm talking ASAP. And in the comments, let me know how you feel. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you gonna interchange? Are we gonna have some movement? I need to see your list when you critique my list. Insigne, pre-patch, more valuable. Simply put, he's becoming a specialist, which, yeah, that sounds unique, but it limits versatility, which then hinders value, and it depends how you play. Do you need a winger that can float? I'm talking hot air balloon in the clouds. That would work for you. Can find some space, some fluidity. You can have that conversation. However, if you're looking for an instant outlet, an extra burner with the kicker, Insigne doesn't fall into that realm. Fantastic number 10. On a related side note, the Saint. Even as a 79 overall, it does not feel proper to make this list and not include him. We've already seen upgrades. There's higher rated players. There's more statistical allocation. But the guy's an anomaly. Cheap option for rank 1. It's possible. Look no further. He's a menace on the virtual pitch. And his footwork will rival even the best or most quality, expensive attackers. Some would call him a hype beast. Coleman. At this point, I'm just going to go out there and say that he's used maybe more so for convenience. He's French, Bayern Munich, as opposed to absolute or pure meta capability. And I know this is a meta countdown or a list or a structure. I'm not saying he doesn't fit into that. He's weekend league certifiable. He does have the pace. He does have the dribbling. It will be noticed. However, he's not a dime dropping quick turner in the way that I believe he should be. El Shaarawy. And if you've watched my channel, even over the last 2 years, especially last year, you know the impact, and I'm waiting for this upgrade. We need him to match last year's installment, that iteration with the skills and the weak foot being downgraded. It starts to limit El Shaarawy. But I gotta say, having a baseline 99 agility before a chemistry style to go with 91 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, a lot of authenticity on display. This is a cheetah with the ability to parallel park, no questions asked. Freddy. Now, price versus impact. We should bring up this internal dilemma. It's part of the equation. He deserves to be in this placement, but this is like if you go to the bar, you get a Casamigo and club soda. That's an improvement from the house liqueur, the house liquor. This is a tequila reference. The issue is you're paying 6 times the price in this example. But still, it's an improvement. I'd rather have the Casamigos. I'd rather have Freddy. But I'm not enjoying the bill that's included with unlocking this player. At least not in this portion. Or if you're comparing to other players that I even have above Mr. Freddy. Not talking Kruger, even though it is Halloween season. What are you being for Halloween if you're dressing up? Chucky, Lozano. Speaking of Halloween, I'm terrified. And I'm still nervous when I see this man on the pitch. It's unpleasant for me. I conceded a header against this little giant last weekend. He still has whatever this goat or rat-tastic superior form of overpowered or just speed on speed on speed. This is an F1 driver in the form of FIFA 22 representing Mexico. Phil Foden. And he has that Bernardo Silva effect. That's what I'm coining at this point, where it's not all about the sprint speed or the acceleration, but when you look at the agility and the lateral movement, you know he'd be a 2-stepping machine if you took him to Texas or somewhere down south, because New York City does not have that, or I'm not aware of it, or it's not a place that I would attend. But his lateral movement is special. Sterling, Raheem the Dream. Easily the best version of Sterling. If you want to compare any previous FIFA installment, at least if we're looking at baselines, even with some of the upgrades, the speed is genuine, the conversion is present, and that's always been a concern or a criticism when you're looking at Sterling, is that he's going to struggle to score goals. Not this year. He's ambitious with the album release parties. That might be a difficult reference to understand. I'm talking about being able to release him down the wings. He could be that one-man counterattack. He's on beat, he's got the rhythm, and he's more than just the skills, more than just the speed. Straight edge, straight line. That type of speed. But he now has that finesse shot, the quick footwork, all encompassing, and its ability to create and provide, and it keeps you guessing. And I rate him. Clearly. Pedro, one of the first SBCs of the FIFA 22 season, and everyone was on the fence, myself included. He was 80,000 coins, and I just think that he's developed into this meta. After the patch, he got better. One of the most gifted, at least naturally, dribblers and turners that we've seen. 5-star weak foot bonus. He's the money ball if you've seen the NBA three-point contest and you're hitting it. It's just a matter of you get him into squads and having some level of a rotation. First touch is also yes sir. Maybe I should have done a vamos. It's not Italian. Rashford, and many will compare him to last year. I'm not sure that he's at that level, but he's still much more versatile and has deeper depths to his performance levels. Even though we're talking about wingers, you could play him up front and he would also be a top tier striker. And not all of these players, in fact, most of them, you probably wouldn't consider having a full-fledged premium attacker in a different position. I think that's a fair statement. I mean, we're dealing with 93 sprint speed, 5-star skills, high stamina. He's not getting tired. I mean, he has the youth with him. Kind of a cheaper version of getting a Cristiano Ronaldo this year. Same club. Vinicius Jr. 3 reasons that I have him ranked this high. Pretty straightforward. 96 sprint speed, 96 acceleration, 96 agility. We could talk about the skills, the Brazilian flair, the forms of expression, the languages that he's speaking, the way that your body fading here and your fake shot in there and you're canceling over yonder. But the reality, it starts with him being so much quicker than everyone else on the pitch. You have to respect that he can cut inside or that he can take off. And then you'd be surprised with some of the finesse shots or even the finishing in the box. It's been upgraded and it's significant and it's noticed. Where I'm taking notes. Mane, whew, heavy with the ratings. And he's always overlooked. That would be a regret on your end. This is not the year to do so. And he does have an inform in a different position, so I can't include that into this list because we like continuity and consistency. But he is not only powerful, but he has this reliable extra burner with the speed and the touches are clean, they're crisp, and a goal-scoring prowess that you don't always receive. In fact, many times with wingers, that would be the issue or the concern. Are they going to be able to generate goal-scoring opportunities where they're not the provider? Mane can do it, or he can do that. There's no doubt about what he's able to achieve. Son, I'm talking Sonaldo, the green one. If you made it this far, get a hashtag organics in the chat, because I feel like my eyes are looking watery, looking suspect. It's not my fault. Good morning. I'm recording this early in the morning. And we're already at that coveted placement. And I don't think the upgrades are done for Sonaldo. Promos aren't over. Improvements, no. He'll easily be a 93 or a 94 overall before we even know it, before we realize he's in that final form, Dragon Ball Z. He'll either be the heroic protagonist or he is going to be a hell of a villain. Son's interior and exterior design work is unparalleled. It's respected. He's hot in the NFT market. We could talk about Ethereum or Bitcoin, but I just don't want to become one of those channels or one of those people that lead off a conversation. Have you been investing? We're not doing that today. We're talking about FIFA. Neymar, number 2 this year. And even though he's still Neymar, I'm not taking anything away from him. We usually would make this comparison with Neymar and Mbappe because they always had the green link, of course, representing the same organization, the same club at PSG. But this year, in my opinion, there is no comparison. Mbappe would just be superior. And I don't like making a video and saying Neymar's missing something. I just think our expectation is so high. It's so above and beyond that if there is anything that he misses, there's any chance that hasn't been created, the ball doesn't stick to his feet, we don't have Gorilla Glue, then we're upset. You could even make an argument for Messi this year as well, being better than Neymar. I think he's pretty special. And if you're brand new to FIFA, some of you will say, he's higher rated. Surely he should be better than Neymar. That's not how skill sets translate or transition in FIFA. If it was only about the highest rated player, you wouldn't watch videos like this. You need opinions, there's subjectivity, and there are many different characteristics and factors as to why players are better, and sometimes they're not even explainable, but when you use them in game, it didn't work. Or vice versa. They were the best player on the pitch. It happens. Ginola, simply the best and also the most expensive. I mean, we could look at the stats together. Let's review. Hefty 2 million coins if you're on the PlayStation, and many of you are. The pace is right, the dribbling is there, shot taking capabilities, passing, even the physical. This guy's got 90 jumping and 85 strength. Again, before a chemistry style with the 5-star weak foot, the 5-star skill moves. Technical dribbler, playmaker, flair trait. He's just that guy. I don't really feel that Ginola and Neymar are even that similar in this year's game. If you've gone up against both of them or you've used them, I'd love to know your opinion. That's the video. If you've enjoyed the channel, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell, scroll down. YouTube will unsubscribe you. That's part of what's been happening. We need to re-up heavily. Many of you have been here for years on years on years. And I have a lot more content coming out ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. You got the triple piece. Stay beautiful, my friends.